All right, so hopefully you'll be able to see this. More knife stuff. Okay, let me get on this side. It'll be easier. So today's talk, again, it's going to be more conceptual than anything else when it comes to edge stuff. We want to think of it, the concept is we want to think of fighting, kickboxing, boxing, whatever, Thai boxing, insert your deal there. Doesn't matter what it is really, right? If we happen to pick up or carry something that has an edge weapon on it, we want to be able to do mainly those things with the sharp thing in my hand, right? So you can get bogged down into, angles, and let me turn this off. Right, we can get bogged down into what angle's this and who has this angle and all these kinds of things, right? Then that's fine, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that because you need to learn those things to a point. But then you need to understand that the person, from my experience, who can use the off tools, if you will, the things that don't have this in it, right? Right, and be able to use it more like boxing with it in my hand. For kickboxing, I'm going to do a little bit better because now I'm not just focused on, hey, I have this thing and all I can do is cut or stab the guy with it, right? I can be here, I can fake with this, right? And we can start working around the bag and using it like I would on a person is the idea. So, whether I have it in a regular grip, so if we use hammer, I prefer this grip, right, where I have this way, right? I want to get the idea of not just this and changing levels and stabbing and cutting and stabbing and cutting and stabbing, right? I want to get the idea that maybe I fire one of those in there. Maybe I fake that. Fire this, bang, boom, bang. Right? So the idea being is it doesn't matter what the combinations are, right? Right? Just get the general idea that I have something in my hand. Don't forget all the other tools. Right? If I happen to be clenched up with a guy or a person, right? Or however I find myself here and I have something sharp in my hand, I have more than just this, is the point. Right? I have a headbutt, I have knees, I have elbows, I have things that I can do on top of this. Foot stomps aren't great. They're not really sexy. But if you foot stomp a guy, it might take his attention from here to there for a second, and then you can employ it. You're not here. Those kinds of things, okay? So that's the general concept. So you're moving around. Doesn't matter whether it's this grip, right hand, left hand, front hand, rear hand. Don't get bogged down in that too much. Just basically work the idea that if I'm the person that can fire things other than, right, just this idea, I'm going to do well, especially if I can combine that with the idea of slashing and stabbing and then the prison style shank, right, which is highly effective. But I'm also doing those things in combination with other tools, whatever they may be. Right? And then I'm firing this out of that with movement. Okay, so that's the general idea. That was a long-winded explanation. But work that concept more than thinking about actual okay? Moving around with the knife, thinking the concept of using this with the off tools. So whatever hand you carry it in, 90% of the people it's going to be your right hand. Again, the grip is the least important thing. It's just a matter of using the off tools with this and vice versa. Remember the concept of high, low, high? Putting all that together is what's going to make you a person that is dangerous with something that happens to be sharp. All right? Not a knife fighter. No, you just happen to pick up something that's sharp and you're fighting with it. Same thing with a blunt object. It doesn't matter whether you have one, if you have two, if it's double stick, it doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you're able to fight with the thing in your hand or hands, right? Not that, oh, I've got this in my hand, so I'm so focused on using this that I forget all of this other stuff that I could possibly use. If you can use all this other stuff with this, that's going to make you even more dangerous and harder to deal with.